heard the saying, nobody likes a quitter. Excellent. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The last 6 weeks for me have been absolute chaos. Doing university assignments, trying to get my house built, Toastmasters wrapping up for the year, and we're down to 4 people on the roster, which means I've been called in to cover a few shifts, including losing my weekends. For me, this is incredibly strange because I feel like I've gotten a lot done. Some might call me lazy. Normally, I just think I'm quite an efficient procrastinator. So I thought, I've completed a lot. Why aren't I procrastinating anymore? And I decided, well, I'm going to find out from some of my colleagues who I know are exceptional procrastinators, what are the things they do to waste time and get out of doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm going to start with a story about a guy called Brian. Now, Brian loves motor racing and all the other things in life, alcohol. There's been times where he's wandered in on a Friday night, absolutely half cut, and ended up sleeping under one of the tables in the meeting rooms. As you do. But with Brian, if you ever want to find him or want to know what he's doing, you can just look at his computer screen and he'll be surfing the internet. And this is the first of the 3 things that I'm going to talk to you about today, the internet. The internet is an awesome place for wasting time. You can just do whatever you want. And aside from the normal suspects like the social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, and all the other things like YouTube, which are great for wasting time, Brian has a go-to website, and that's called Cracked, or cracked.com. Now, its tagline is America's funniest website since 1958. And for those that are old enough and have had a misspent youth to remember Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine, it's the follow-on website from Cracked Magazine. In fact, I was looking at it yesterday, and the top trending article was, what stupid thing is trending today? And it had a picture of President Trump. It's pretty apt. The next website, though, is Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia is awesome because you can find out a lot of facts that you really, really, really don't want to know, or don't need to know, if you've got motivation to do it. But I set you a challenge. Did you know that if you follow the first link in the main text of every single page on Wikipedia, you'll end up at philosophy? Just start on a random page and just click the first major link on every page, and you'll trend back and you will end up at philosophy. The other one is for those that are model train geeks, or Sheldon Cooper, is the definition of a model train scale. And this is the scale HO, or H0, and that causes a lot of consternation within the model train community. And if you're looking for some amusement, go and read the history of the edits on that page. And I can virtually guarantee you, by the time you finish reading the edits and the descriptions and the arguments that people have had over the most petty little thing of whether it's O or 0, you yourself have probably formed a strong opinion as to what it should be, at odds with half the community. So the internet is a great way of wasting time. I'm going to take you now through to another guy called Chris. He's actually my boss, and he's an efficient procrastinator. In fact, he's usually 10 minutes late to meetings, and sometimes as an employee, it's really frustrating having him as my boss because he just doesn't get stuff done. But he's always helping people. In a work environment, if you want to waste time, help somebody. Your boss will never complain that you're not being productive because you're helping someone else do their work. And as long as it's relevant to what you actually do, you'll be very unlikely to get caught up and held up and said, hey, you need to actually focus on what you're supposed to be doing as long as you stay in the business area. And I asked Chris about that, and he goes, if you're going to do this, just make sure you stay in your business area. Don't go and help someone in ICT if you're working in finance. Well, you can help them, but don't spend 100% of your time helping them. And the last person I want to talk to you about is Dave. Now, Dave is a wonderful guy. He's one of those people that just gets stuff done. You need something done, you'd give it to Dave. Dave will sort it out. Now with Dave, He also is an incredibly distracted person. He can, at times, be found cleaning, and that's his crux. If he wants to get her to do something, he'll be cleaning. Not necessarily the kitchen, emptying the dishwasher or the wiping down the bench, which he can do occasionally. But if he finds a problem with a process where someone hasn't done something just quite right, he'll be in there cleaning it up, making sure that it's just right. Because nothing bothers him more than that. So that is also dangerous though, because it can distract from him actually doing his job and the business as usual work, which is pretty critical to running an efficient business anyway. Me personally, I've spent the last 2 days procrastinating in reflection though of a very productive manner. I've got an exam in 2 weeks and I move house next weekend. I haven't started studying, I haven't started packing. Actually I lie, I've started studying, I've started packing. At the moment, I start studying. I'm enjoying this, now I'm bored, I'm going to do a pack. I'll pack for an hour or so and then go on board with this and go and study. And I end up in this vicious circle where I'm actually being productive without actually doing anything. I am learning and doing what I need to do, but it's just, there's no structure. It's like you should be putting time aside to pack. You should be putting time aside to study, and I'm doing both. I'm using each as an excuse to not do the other. Partner came home yesterday and goes, "The house is a mess, but there's a whole pile of boxes here. What's that for?" "Oh, that stuff I've packed up." "How's your study gone?" "Oh, I've gone through 2 whole modules of my university work." "How?" "Oh, I was getting distracted and going backwards and forwards." "Where's dinner?" "Yeah, I haven't done dinner yet." So as it is, 3 effective ways for procrastination. The internet, helping others in cleaning, or just generally avoiding what you're trying to do can end up in a productive manner. And this is why I say don't be a quitter, because nobody likes a quitter. So don't stop procrastinating if you do it. And if you are a procrastinator, hopefully I've given you some tips on how to be a more effective procrastinator. But just don't quit procrastinating, because nobody will like you.